if you're doing a similar thing or you're trying to overcome this yourself, maybe look for those words yourself that you stop on or pause on. We are on day 8 now of this 30-day video challenge to overcome camera shyness and just get used to being in front of the camera a little bit more. Out here tonight on my balcony, the sun is starting to set. I think it's a really cool location actually. You get an amazing sort of backdrop of London over that way. If you look the other way you can't see it from here, but there's an amazing sunset when that happens. And yeah, really today has been a bit of a struggle in terms of thinking what to talk about on these videos. I definitely had a plan at the start, but I feel like I've worked through some of that pretty quickly. I don't want to make every video about Voyago, my startup, or the same things over and over again. Yeah, today was a tough one. I haven't actually left the house much. Did a little walk earlier. Other than that, I've been working on a few things, so did make some progress when it comes to Voyago, despite not really wanting to make every video about that. That's the bulk of my day. So yeah, I've been doing some really cool coding stuff. Got this data store that I can now pull from for our app, but also our website, so I'm really excited to transform our Voyago website at some point when it comes to that. And yeah, I've been working on some of the designs in app. We're specifically looking at trying to allow users to save some of the things that they create within the app, so that's really exciting too. The designs are really progressing. It's going to come along. It's probably going to be in our next update, so very excited about that as well. Had to pause the video there for a second. A whole bunch of sirens just went past along the road down there. This is a very busy spot for ambulances and fire engines, it seems, and the police, constantly going up and down, so you never know if that's going to pop up in the background. My goal later this week actually is to take the camera out into the streets somewhere, maybe into the nearby park, and just have a walk around and try and get used to being on camera when there are other people around. At the moment I've generally been doing this when I've been at home by myself or I've had an hour free to spare, but I really want to try and get over that fear of just doing it around other people. I think that's one of the things that I'm shyest about actually. It's always been the same for me actually, whether it's whether that is being on camera or whether that is working in an open plan office environment. I feel this kind of pressure in many ways to do things in a specific way, and because of my ADHD and just generally not vibing with those situations, it's always been a bit of a struggle and a bit of a stress. So I'm very interested to see how that would go the first time I take the camera out into the street, the first time I start walking around, if there's people that even notice. My gut feeling, to be honest, is that most people won't even pay any attention. You may get some that do, but for the most part, why do they care what you're filming or what you're doing, especially if it's yourself? So let's see how that goes. I'm definitely going to be doing it in the Lake District actually when I'm out there. It's probably going to be a little bit quieter because that's a massive national park in the UK. So I'm interested to see there what the balance or what the difference would be, especially. I also noticed that I use some filler words a lot, like so or or when I'm pausing and thinking and trying to transition from one thing to the next, I may look away, think a little bit, so I'm trying to also keep note of that. I don't think in this video it's going to have an impact, but in future videos hopefully I can really stop myself from saying the words so or when I'm pausing or moving between the things that I want to talk about. So there we go. So if you're doing a similar thing or you're trying to overcome this yourself, maybe look for those words yourself that you stop on or pause on, or you skip a beat when you're thinking about it, and see what resonates, what doesn't, and what works for you when it comes to that. Alright, I'm gonna leave it there again, YouTube. See ya. Peace.